Do what? Okay, happy face. Right. Are we live? Okay. Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining me on another live stream virtual tour. I am in Brunswick Forest. I am at one of my listings here at Brunswick Forest, which actually happens to be a townhome. It's a duplex style townhome and very, very popular. I'm in a plan called the Plum Island. And this Plum Island is, again, it's a duplex, so everything's an end unit. And the homes, these Plum Island homes, you'll see more. It is 3 bedrooms on the first floor and another bedroom upstairs. So you've got right in front of me, you'll see as we walk through. So that is where the primary bedroom is. And then right over here, this room here is the study, but it is a bedroom. And then we've got another bedroom and bath there. And then we'll walk around through the house a little bit more. You'll see front door. I am in a home that is built by Trust Builder Group. And the owner of this home, we looked at several builders and several models before she decided to build. This house actually was completed in 2023, the very latter part, like December of 2023, and she moved in the early part of 2024. So technically, yes, it's a 2023 home, but it is pretty doggone close to a 2024. So anyhow, chose this home in large part because of the interior design in this home, the features in this home, the coffered ceilings, bullnose corners, transoms, just a lot of detail in this house. So Linus, my assistant, who is monitoring this live stream, he's going to put in your chat box. Your chat box is to the right, so feel free to drop a note. Let us know where you're calling from. Let us know if you're familiar with Brunswick Forest. And certainly let us know what your questions are about the home. And Linus is going to put a link to the listing, and so you can see more about this home. So let's roll. Let's take a look at this house. Again, it is what's known as a Plum Island, and it is like 2266 in square foot. And it is beautiful home, great detail in this home. So Creekmore Realty Group, we are very, very, very knowledgeable with Brunswick Forest, the homes that are in this community. We've helped many, many people buy land, build in here, buy existing homes, and sell their homes when they're ready to go to their next stage or whatever they want to go do next. So if you have any questions about Brunswick Forest, communities in Leland, we certainly are knowledgeable and skilled to answer those questions. All right, so front door. All right, here is what is amazing about this home. Well, there's my wife, she always makes fun of me. Amazing. So Trust Builder Group puts a lot of detail in the homes that they build. Cost per square foot in their construction is just hard to beat. So big front porch. You've got pavers inlaid here. So if you see the house that's being built, so this is sand, and then the pavers are laid on top of the sand. So big, huge front porch as you come into the home. You've got your transom and your skylights here left and right. One of the other things that's very popular or very common, trademark, if you will, for a truss-built home is every room really has some kind of detail identifying, okay, you're in another room. So like the foyer has a backlit tray ceiling and just a lot of ceiling detail. All right, so lay of land. All right, so this is going to go to a full bonus and also a full bath there. Laundry room is here. We'll explore that a little bit more. You also have the LVP flooring in here. All your wet areas will be tile. Your closets will have a breathable wood shelf. We are in the guest bathroom. Again, you've got transom up above there. So crown molding throughout the entire house. No coffer here, but anyhow, you still have the crown molding detail. So this home has carpet in the bedrooms, but not the master bedroom, I believe. So yeah, so the master bedroom does have carpet. All right, so here is one of the things. Again, I'm in a home called the Plum Island. Okay, so if you're looking at Trust Builder Group, you can go online, trustedbuildergroup.com, and you look at the floor plans. You can look at the Plum Island. You can build the Plum Island detached. You can build the Plum Island attached. So this is an attached. So what is shared? The bedroom wall is what's shared, and the garage is what is shared. Now, okay, so my bedroom, is it going to be loud? Am I going to hear my neighbor? So if you watch the homes while they're being built and while they're being framed, each unit, if you will, is framed independently. Then there's a firewall, and then there's a gap in between. So if you pound on that wall, the vibration will not go through because there's nothing, it's not sharing the actual wall because there's that gap that's in between there. Okay, all right, so living room. Now what Joanne did, that comes standard with a screen porch, but she added what's called the Easy Breeze window system, and we'll explore that here in a minute a little bit more. The other thing that she changed on this home was what comes standard, and switching it didn't cost anything extra, but what comes standard is the island kind of creates like a V coming this way. But with her moving the island linear to the living space makes the symmetry so much better, such that if I am in the kitchen, I'm doing my day-to-day stuff, I can see the TV, I can see the living room. It just works really, really well. You could put the TV above the fireplace, or you can put it where she has it, right over there. So if you had the island the other way, your centralized view would kind of be going towards the sunroom lanai. So brilliant move on her part to make the island horizontal to the living space. Now, while we're in the kitchen, let's talk about the kitchen. So one of the things that people love about a truss-built townhome is certainly the appliance package that comes into the home, the cabinetry that comes into the home, just a very well laid out and designed kitchen. So blinds, I think we negotiated the blinds in the purchase contract for Joanne. So washer, refrigerator is included, and certainly your fixed appliances like microwave and the cooktop. Gas. Brunswick Forest is a natural gas community. There is, unfortunately, here in the coast of North Carolina, in particular Brunswick County where we're at, we don't have a lot of natural gas communities. But Leland, being on the edge of Wilmington, we do have that. And that is awesome. Okay, dining room. So if you can see, we've got a tray ceiling here, also identifying that you're in another room. It's just a detail that you get. Living room identified, the foyer is identified. When we get into the bedroom, you'll see that as well. And a nice big dining room here. A lot of people try to get away from the formal dining room, and this is certainly big enough for most people. Look at that blue light. Isn't that cool? You got that nice blue light. You can turn it on or turn it off. And then another standard thing when you come into the sunroom, epoxy flooring. If you see right here, you've got epoxy flooring, and also in the garage, and it's got the no skid flakes. So really, really cool. Skylights in here, and sound system. So that is included when she built the home. And so you have the Easy Breeze system, and let's take a moment. Let's take a quick look at that. Let's go back here. And so attach this so I can move around. So the Easy Breeze system is, okay, well, let me just operate it for you. So you've got these nice little windows. They can come up, or you can bring them all the way down. That way you've got the screen, so you let the air in. If it's raining like it is now, you can close them. And certainly it is insulating where, it keeps this room just a little bit warmer that way. So now let's go back around through. Let's go into the master bedroom. So for those of you that are joining on this live stream, and feel free to look at some of the other live streams that we do. We pretty much do a live stream on all our listings if we have Wi-Fi. We certainly have video in all our listings also. And you can see our live streams. We do live streams on all kinds of topics. So it's not just virtual tours of homes. So I hope you'll subscribe and watch more of what Creekmore Realty Group is doing. Going into the master bedroom. So on this live stream, we're walking through the house, obviously, and this live stream is scheduled for 1 hour. So we will walk through this house at least 2 more times during the hour that we are scheduled for the live stream. Pocket doors. Very, very nice. Having the pocket doors. You got a step-in shower with really no lip at all. That's what my wife says to me. Don't give me any lip. Just go take out the trash. Do what you're told. Yes, dear. Yes, dear. Tile in all the wet areas. Again, pocket doors for your closets. And your breathable wood shelving. So, again, for those of you who are joining our our live stream, to the right of the video is a chat box. And please feel free to drop your questions in. Let us know where you're watching from. We're always curious. If you're in the state of North Carolina or if you're in Albuquerque, wherever you're at, we'd like to know. So here you've got this neat little nook, if you will, a sitting area. So for those of you who may not have logged on here at the beginning, the link to the listing is in the chat box to the right, and also so you can see square footage and all that kind of information about the home. And we are in a Plum Island floor plan. So Trust has got, I don't know, 30, 40 different plans, and this is the Plum Island. Technically, it's the Plum Island II. So what does the II mean? The II means that there is an upstairs, is what the II means. So let's do that. Let's go upstairs. Okay, before you get up there, you've got your nice walk-in laundry room, not the silly little, folding closet doors. And Joanne actually added some more shelving in here. Those cabinets, I don't think are attached. So there you go. And garage. Again, you have epoxy flooring on the garage floor. That no skid stuff. And we are, okay, so we got another little closet right over here in the garage. And big enough that you can step in to it. If I had lights, I would turn them on. Here it is. Okay, no pull down steps. It's a actual step in with a door upstairs. You'll see it when we go in there. It's really, really cool. So look at this. In a townhome with molding and sheetrock. I mean, Trust builds a really, really nice, complete home. You got your shut-off valves for your inside water and your outside water. That's what that is. Okay. I keep teasing you with upstairs. I'm now finally going upstairs. Linus, how many people do we have watching this live stream right now? How many? Can't hear you. Okay, so you have a insert. And again, you have your breathable wood shelving. So, all right, what qualifies as a bedroom? Door, window, ceiling height. So we check all those boxes. And closet. So Big closet. Huge closet. To your air handler. Look at this. I'm in a townhome. I am in a townhome. And look at all this space for Christmas trees and stuff. It's awesome. Another thing, it's probably hard for you to see it, but there is a material up there which is called Tech Shield. And so the home is built with this Tech Shield, which really gives another layer of protection such that it's not as hot not as hot during the summer with that Tech Shield. Okay, so this green stuff, that's the firewall. And yeah, you can't really tell, but I mean, there's space here between the framing and the firewall. Okay, questions? Does anybody have any questions about this? Feel free to drop them in the chat, and we'll be happy to answer your questions. Also, Brunswick Forest. If you're not familiar with Brunswick Forest, this is a master planned community, and it is 6 miles from the Cape Fear River, which on the other side of the Cape Fear River is the historic downtown Cape Fear, downtown Wilmington. And so in Wilmington, you have, Wilmington really is, it's, let's see if that tracking thing is working. So Wilmington is, really it's 3 towns. So if you Google Wilmington and just look at all kinds of stuff about Wilmington, you'll learn that Wilmington has been voted #1 river town many times. Top 10 friendliest towns, or top 20, something like that. Wrightsville Beach has been top rated for surfers. So Wilmington itself, I kind of think of Wilmington as 3 towns in one. So you've got your historic riverfront district of Wilmington. Then you have kind of your midtown. That's where the university is. Your big box stores are there. And then you also have on the far east side of town, then you have Mayfair Town Center, Jiminy Crickets, every restaurant you can think of, and shops, Pottery Barn, and all that stuff is over there. And then you then have the Intracoastal Waterway. So if you think of it this way, what bodies of water are connected to or run through Wilmington? The mighty Cape Fear River, the Atlantic Ocean, and the Intracoastal Waterway. So all our islands here in New Hanover County, which is where Wilmington is, Brunswick Forest is located in Brunswick County on the other side of the river, but even in Brunswick County and also in New Hanover County, our islands are what we call barrier islands. So we have the Intracoastal Waterway that protects the mainland, and the barrier islands also protect the mainland. And then you have channels that are in between. So you've got Wrightsville Beach, and then there'll be a channel. Then you got Carolina Beach. Now Carolina Beach and Curry Beach, yes, I said Curry, because a lot of people want to call it Kerr Beach, or I don't know what, but it's Curry. If you're local, it's called Curry. And if anybody goes up to the beach north of us, Topsail, if you call it topsail, you don't call it topsail. It's spelled topsail, but we call it topsail, just anyhow, FYI, so you can kind of sound like a local. So you've got Wilmington, historic downtown Wilmington, literally 10 minutes from right where I'm at Brunswick Forest. So let's talk about Brunswick Forest. What does it have? With the theme aging in place. This is not an age-restricted community, but it was built with the active adult 55 and older person in mind. Does the school bus go through here? Yes. Are there kids that live in here? Yes. If I am going into the fitness center and I'm panning around and seeing the people that are in there working, I see more people with this than I do with, different shades of color of hair. Well, women, you guys can do anything you want. Guys, we don't really get to do that as much. So I digress. Fitness center, 3 of them. Outdoor pools, 3 of them. Indoor pool, 1 of them. Pickleball courts, 10 of them. Tennis courts, 5 of them. Walking trails. When this community is all said and done, the developers is stated it'd be about 100 miles of walking trails. So what's a walking trail? A sidewalk, basically, but sidewalk with natural landscaping all around it. So it's just not a neighborhood sidewalk. It's beautiful in here. Which, by the way, if you look at my playlists, and then I think it's probably the 3rd row down, you'll see a playlist which is active adult communities or coastal living communities. And then if you click on the See All playlist, Brunswick Forest is one of those playlist videos where you can get a better understanding of the amenities and everything that's in Brunswick Forest. So 18-hole golf course, that is separate. It's independently owned and operated. You can join that. There is a dinner club that you can join that. And there is just about any kind of community activity you could think of, from Bible study to woodworking. That's pretty good. I did a B to a W. Hey, and everything in between. Okay, there's probably a club that starts with an A. I can't think of what it is. There may even be one that starts with an X. But there's somewhere in the neighborhood of 60 different special interest clubs that you can join. Certainly you've got your sports like tennis and pickleball and golf. Fitness classes. There's lots and lots of fitness classes. I was in the amenity center just 2 days ago, and they were doing Pilates, but they have spin classes, just literally anything that you would be interested in. Brunswick Forest has it. Again, questions. If you have a particular sports activity or a special interest, you're looking for an active adult community, Brunswick Forest is it checks a lot of boxes. Speaking of checking boxes, people who are looking for a place to retire or ultimately retire, and here we go, now segue, retire to NC, numeral 2, retire to NC. You will, .com. Linus is going to put that into the chat box. Click on that and you'll see a lot more about Chris Creekmore, my team, Creekmore Realty Group, and what we do, which we specialize in the active adult communities, both helping people sell their homes and certainly find the right community and buy properties. But you can also link over to our YouTube channel and all that from there. And also it's broken down where you can see what homes are actually for sale in Brunswick Forest right now. You go to the 55 plus community tab and you drop down and just scroll for Brunswick Forest. Starts with a B, so it's kind of up on the list there. So Again, Brunswick Forest loaded with amenities, medical. That's what I was getting to. So Brunswick Forest, one of the things that is unique about Brunswick Forest is, yes, it's a residential community with a lot of amenities, but before I get out onto the main road, which is Highway 17, before I go through that red light and take a right-hand turn heading towards Wilmington, I will pass a CVS. I will pass a bar, a brewery restaurant. I will pass several other restaurants. I will pass a coffee shop. I will pass a grocery store called Lowe's Foods, Chipotle, a shoe center, nail salon. There's a bunch of stuff, and also medical. So Novant, which is our main medical center in Brunswick County in New Hanover, Novant has a 40,000 square foot medical extension right here. If you want to go get your blood work, you don't even have to leave Brunswick Forest. You can schedule it and go do it over there. Dentistry, Family Dog Naturals. That's where we buy our dog food for Ginger. And also veterinarian is here. There's several chiropractors that are here. It's self-contained just about. It's got everything that people want. So if somebody says to me, Chris, I want to be near the coast, I want to be in a community that has a lot of active things to do, people are out walking and biking and doing things and playing pickleball or whatever else. And I want things at the tip of my fingertips. I don't want to go 15 minutes to a grocery store. I don't want to go 15 minutes to a pharmacy or to a restaurant. It's literally all these things are right at the tip of your fingertips, right here from this house in Brunswick Forest. Again, line up in the chat box, the listing. And all right, so let's take another walk through on this house. I've been rambling quite a bit about Brunswick Forest, but again, if you're looking for an active adult community, my team, we specialize in the active adult communities, and go to Retire2NC, numeral 2, go to Retire2NC. Linus has got that link in the chat box. On the front page, scroll down a little bit and you'll see a community map. You can click on it, it'll expand, you can see it a little bit better, or you can download it. People tell me it is an awesome resource, so I hope you'll at least download that map. See where Brunswick Forest is located, see where Compass Point is located, see where St. James is located, Winding River. All these active adult communities, that's what we do. That's what my team specializes in, helping people find the right community. So, watch my video on the Martini method of buying real estate. You'll love it. All right, let's take a look at this house again. So, 2265 in square foot, 2266, something like that. It is a townhome. People who come in and out of this townhome, when they walk out, they say, Chris, I thought you said you were going to show me a townhome. Yeah, but we were just in it. But it doesn't feel like a townhome. People hear about townhomes, they think about row townhomes, you know, master bedroom is upstairs, you know, I got a dinky little garage, and you know, you got 3, 4, 5 in a row. Well, that's not this. This is technically a duplex townhome. So this is all of them are on it in unit. Now, I kind of breezed over it before. I didn't really hit on it, but I want to hit on a main feature about this particular townhome, and that is the fact that, man, I tell you what, Joanne will tell you, when this townhome came available, or this townhome pad, if you will, Joanne and I, we pounced on it, because what's unique about this townhome is it's wrapped in nature. So beautiful private setting. It's just terrific. So There's the other unit. West Virginia fans. So, all right, so here is the other side of the duplex, and here's this side of the duplex. And so Joanne extended the patio, I think probably another 6 feet or something like that. So you got a nice big wide patio. You got forever woods. You'll never see a home back there. You'll see birds. In fact, what is the state bird of North Carolina? That's it. The red cardinal is the state bird of North Carolina. Drop into chat if anybody knows what the state flower, not the tree, the state flower of North Carolina. If anybody gets it right, I will be like super proud of you. Seriously, do me a favor. Everybody, take a minute. Just put in North Carolina, take a guess. What is the state flower for North Carolina? If anybody gets it right, I'll be shocked. Okay. You've got your, I think these are 7-foot slider glass doors. They may be 8. Yeah, they may be 8. So, very nice feature. So this, I mean, this room is very comfortable. We're in August, and there's no HVAC in this room. The HVAC is coming from the living room right here. LVP flooring in here. So, popular thing with Trust Builder Group. Say that again, Linus. Okay. So question is, can we have a fence in between the backyards? In a townhome in Brunswick Forest, yes, you can. So I don't see an example from where I'm standing, but yes, it is permitted. You can bring your fence right to this grass line, right through there. You could bring your fence in between the next unit. I think the rule is 12 inches, but yes, you can have your fence coming all the way up to here. So if you got a little doggy, you want to let them out, absolutely, you can do it. So thank you for the question. If anybody else has questions, please drop them into chat. We would love to answer them for you. If you have a question about this home, you have a question about townhomes, you have a question about Brunswick Forest, you have a question about living at the coast of North Carolina, we can answer it. So again, this home is a 4-bedroom home with, well, it's a 4-bedroom home. So you've got your 4-bedroom, which is right upstairs. And so as you come in through the front door, you will have your guest bath right here and your guest bedroom 1. And you've got your linen closet, no, coat closet, sorry. Coat closet here. Again, when you buy a home built by Trust, comes standard with wood shelving, breathable wood shelving. So here we've got the guest bathroom. This is a plastic insert here, and we've got a transom up above there for light. So when you purchase a townhome, typically, does a townhome come with a big, huge, massive front porch? Not typically, but this one does. And it's not, you know, just concrete. You've got pavers that are put in here. Does anybody know what this is called? This feature here, these are like little shells. It's called tapping. Okay, while I'm outside, just so you know, this community, like most of the brand new communities, you have your mailbox kiosks. So your kiosk is right over there. This is a neighborhood of Brunswick Forest called Collinwood. And so this particular street, Centerwood Drive, there's, I don't know, 30 townhomes on this little circular drive. And just past the stop sign, in the distance, let's see if I can do the zoom. Let's see, zoom will work here. Zoom, no, that's that. Let's go, bear with me 1 second, tap, tap. Zoom, 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 okay. Okay, can you guys see in the distance? Off that way. Okay, let's come back and change that. Okay, all right, so you have your concrete composite siding. We are in a townhome, so HOA pays for the maintenance of the exterior. So if this ever needs to be painted, or let's say there's a gap that needs to be caulked or whatever, the HOA will maintain that for you. The HOA also covers the insurance for the townhome. So I think you're about $725 a quarter for your HOA fee for Collinwood for this townhome, which does include insurance. Biggie. Includes insurance, and it also includes exterior maintenance as well as your ground maintenance. And then you also have that may be $700 a month, actually. And then you also have your master association. So your master association will cover all your amenities, the swimming pools, the fitness centers, the walking paths, the swimming pools, the tennis courts, all that kind of stuff, pickleball courts. So again, as you come in from the front door, you have your living room, you've got your kitchen, you've got a study here, you've got a guest bedroom there, and then behind the fireplace is your primary bedroom. So we'll take a look at that. And so water closet here, double vanity, quartz countertops. You've got your step-in shower, glass door, frameless glass door. Very, very nice. You've got 2 closets. Again, your shelving is your breathable wood shelving. Comes standard with a truss-built townhome. Pocket doors. And your master bedroom. Again, I mentioned it at the beginning of this live stream, so some of you may have came on later on. When you're in a home built by trust, all your main rooms have some kind of ceiling detail. In this case, you have a bottom-edged crown molding with a backlit lighting. I think it's blue. It's very, very pretty. And then here you've got your, like a little reading niche. You can put a desk there, whatever you want to put, but it's extended out a little bit, so you've got extra room. This is a king bed. Okay, so you've got a king bed, and you've got plenty of room for end tables. Just ginormous. So thank you for those that have been watching our live stream here in a neighborhood called Collinwood, and it is a We're in a townhome, a little over 2,200 square feet, and we are in a community called Brunswick Forest. Brunswick Forest is a community loaded with amenities. Here's Charlie. Charlie Scarce. Charlie Scarce is one of the agents on my team, and he's come to see what is this live stream thing all about. So thank you for joining, Charlie. So here we are in Brunswick Forest, and Brunswick Forest we have loaded with amenities. You've got one indoor pool, but you've got 3 outdoor pools, and you have walking trails, lots and lots of walking trails, and tennis, pickleball, fitness center, fitness classes, even for with massage therapy in this community. Anything from Bible study to woodworking, and in between. If you've got a special interest, I'm sure you will find that here at Brunswick Forest. So obviously here we're in the kitchen. So this is a very efficient plan, and we have your kitchen, open floor plan, you have your kitchen, and then into the living room, and here's your dining area, and then into your lanai, sunroom lanai. So what we've done in this room is, let's see if I can't get this to work. Let's go around here, and let's double tap here. And so let's come up. So I can operate these Easy Breeze windows so you can see what am I talking about on these Easy Breeze windows. So some people you can do a full glass enclosure if you want to. Certainly that will work. But these Easy Breeze windows, a little less expensive than full glass, of course, but that opens up your screen room so you can get the airflow coming in through here. Or if it's a rainy day, you can close these. These are kind of insulating right in through here. Let's take another look through the house. So again, I'm in the living room, okay? And on the other side of the fireplace here, you've got the master bedroom is right over here, and then you've got your full kitchen over here. This home has about 2266 square feet, something like that. So it is a what we would call in the real estate world, we call it a split plan. So your primary bedroom is on the opposite side of the home from your guest bedrooms. There is another guest bedroom upstairs. That makes the 4th bedroom that's in this house. So again, lay of the land for this home. You've got a den right over here. I'm in a Plum Island duplex townhome called the Plum Island II. Oop, get my fingers right. Plum Island II, because it has a reference, the 2 references the upstairs, so the bedroom upstairs. This Plum Island has, in the annals of time of Brunswick Forest, there has been an evolution of townhomes. I think the very first home I helped somebody buy in Brunswick Forest was in 2011. This community started in 2009. So as the interests have evolved, from the very first townhomes that were built in here, which would have been in Jefferson Landing, to these townhomes, which were the last townhomes that were built here in Collinwood. This Plum Island has been, bar none, one of the most fly-off-the-shelf popular floor plans here in Brunswick Forest, because of its efficiency, because of the detail that you have in the home, because of the size, 22 2266, 2265 in square footage. 2-car garage, a very spacious 2-car garage. Nice, big, wide, bright kitchen and dining room that's just off of the kitchen. So walk with me. So let's take a look here. So here you've got your study right over here, which is a bedroom because it has a closet and it has a door and it has a window, so it has the egress requirements. Then right over here is your entryway to your nice big front door. Look at this transom that's in through here. And other features of a truss-built home, the bullnose corners, which basically means it's a nice rounded corner. And you have your coffer ceilings, your tray ceilings. So very, very popular feature being in a trussed home. So we are coming near the end of this live stream, and I want to thank everyone who has joined us for this live stream. We are in a townhome built by Truss Builder Group called the Plum Island, and it is very, very popular floor plan, as I said. So if you are interested in learning more about active adult communities, interested in learning more about what's it like to live at the coast, share with us what your wish list is, what your budget is, and I or my team most definitely can help you identify the right community, the right neighborhood, the right home. So, all right, here's my plug for the Martini method of buying real estate. Again, go on to our main website, our main YouTube channel, which you're there right now. But one of the very first videos that propagates on as soon as you open it up, it's the Martini method of buying real estate. So here it is. Okay, so if you think of the Martini glass, that's the area. And that would be, in this case, Leland, and it would be Wilmington. So that is the area here. And then if you look at it, defining the glass and the Martini, you've got the cocktail. So the flavor, what tastes right, what looks right, what is pleasing to your palate. In this case, the cocktail is Brunswick Forest. So that is the component of the Martini. And then the olive at the bottom of the glass, that is the home. In this case, it is this Plum Island townhome in Brunswick Forest. So our team, what we do is we help you drop the olive in the right glass. If you go back to our website, retire2nc.com, and you look on the, just scroll down on the home page, you'll see a locator map, okay? And if you look at that locator map, there'll be 3 shades of green for Brunswick County, where most of the master plan communities are. So I created that map in this way to kind of describe that there are 3 glasses in Brunswick County. So this glass, where this home is located, being right next to Wilmington and in Leland, so that is a different glass. If you live in Brunswick Forest, your town is Leland and Wilmington. If you live in St. James, which is a different color of green, if you go back onto the website, St. James, Winding River, very, very popular, different shade of green. That town is Southport. So Southport, Bolivia. So people kind of go between Southport and Charlotte. If you go a little bit further to the southwest of Brunswick County, a darker shade of green, you're a different glass. You have popular communities like Ocean Ridge, Sea Trail, River's Edge, Brunswick Plantation, not to be confused with Brunswick Forest. Entirely different builder, entirely different era of time when it was developed. And so that's a different shade of glass, or of a different shade of green and a different glass, you're building a different martini. Let's say it that way, if you're in the Calabash area. So, hey, here's our celebrity of the day. This is Joanne. Let's say hello to Joanne. And we're about to wrap up. Joanne is the owner of this home. She's gracious enough to allow us to go through her home. And anything you want to tell people?
No, I just hope everyone has a wonderful evening. Thank you for watching. And I was so happy that Chris was able to share this time with you and view my beautiful home.
Yeah.
Thank you, Chris.
Yeah, you're welcome. So, all right, so we're going to wrap up. If anybody has any questions about this house or about living at the coast of North Carolina or about Brunswick Forest, Linus has the link to this listing. It's in there. Our other website is nccoastallivinghomes.com. So Linus put that into our chat. And so we are going to wrap up here, but at 5 o'clock, we are doing another live stream in another townhome in Brunswick Forest. And that townhome, also built by trust, but a different floor plan. So that's the benefit of watching the next live stream, so you can see a different townhome. I think it's the St. Thomas is that floor plan. And we'll see you at 5 o'clock. So thanks for joining.